Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Sturgis, Michigan for tonight's broadcast game between the Paw Paw Red Wolves and the Sturgis Trojans. We are just coming up on National Anthem moment, so we are going to mute the microphone. We're going to be coming back at you live here in a minute. Tonight on the broadcast, I have Greg Southworth with us, at least for the first half. Mark Linder's going to try to make it by the end of this halftime, but if he's not, Greg's on for all. So, hi, Greg. He's talking.
Hello.
Hey, there you go. So, what do you hear about Sturgis?
I know they played Coldwater and beat them. Coldwater's usually a pretty decent school. They got roughed up by Kalamazoo Central a little bit last week. But
Yeah, so, and there comes the announcement. So we're going to wait a minute. And I'll bring it back just a second. Okay, Greg, so we're getting back at it here now. Band's going to clear the field. And to follow up on what you said earlier, Sturgis has played a decent game at Coldwater, and it was a struggle at Kalamazoo Central. But it does look like, from what we're seeing on film, that Sturgis is going to bring a little bit different front defense than we're used to seeing. Both Berrien Springs and Big Rapids came at us with a five-man front. And I think we're going to see some four-down, four-linebacker play out of Sturgis, and they're probably going to have a fifth linebacker in there trying to spy, expecting us not to throw too much.
He's spying and then everybody filling the gap.
Yeah, so I think that, we'll probably see a little bit of that right off the bat from them. The person to watch, Rashawn Otey, number 0.
He is fast.
He is a burner. He's a state champion sprinter in both the 100 and 200 meters. Yeah. He can fly, and he ripped us for a couple of touchdowns on returns last year.
Yep.
and it was really the only damage that Sturgis did the entire night. But he can really move, so we'll keep an eye on him. This year we've got a little bit of more speed in our own secondary, so he may be a little bit less of a threat as a receiver than he has been in the past. But Sturgis tends to run a lot of quick hits, slants, hitches, get their receivers in motion and move. So it should be an interesting game for our defense. I think that's where we're going to have to shine tonight in order to beat the Trojans.
Yeah, throw the short stuff and let the guys with the speed do their thing. Throw the short stuff and let the guys with the speed do their thing.
Absolutely. And I think that what you're going to see from Paw Paw on the defensive side is I think you're going to see us trying to get some pressure. I think you're going to see us bringing our linebackers off the edge. I think you're going to see the corners jumping routes. I really believe that they think if they can get to the quarterback fast enough, we're not going to have to play long pass defense. So and there's the kick, and that's a deep kick, and that's right to Otey. They're going to challenge him early. He didn't go through the big hole. He decides to go to the sideline, but he's got the corner. Good return for Otey. That's out across the 40-yard line. It's going to be first down for the Sturgis at about the 42.
I'm surprised they kicked it to him.
Well, from up here, it looked like there was a pretty big hole developing in the middle, but Otey didn't want anything to do with it.
Sometimes those fast guys don't like to go up the middle.
That's right. And that comes from Rocket. They like to run the outside on Rocket, and they just get in that habit of thinking they can beat everybody around the end. So Paw Paw in their threes defense. So 3 down linemen, linebackers on the edges. This is a handoff up the middle, bounces off a tackler, and he's got a hole. This is a big play for the Trojans. A great saving tackle there. Number 35, Hernandez.
Dominic
Hernandez on the tackle. And I'll tell you, that's not a good thing to start on. Dominic saved a touchdown there. So that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Snap. There's a handoff to 2 again. This time the Wolves say no thank you. So that's Brendan Myers, the running. He's going to be the featured back tonight. Quarterback is Tanner Patrick. Tanner Patrick behind center. Otey's number 0. Myers is number 2. Also have to watch out for Brock Ferguson, number 4 on the outside. And Gibson Carey, number 7. So Tanner Patrick in the gun. Quick throw inside. That's picked off, and that could be 6. There's some speed running him down. Nate Lemaire in the open field. Nate is going to get caught from behind at the 4-yard line. Big play for the Red Wolves.
Just like you talked about, jumping the route.
That's right, and this is the game plan on these guys. We know what they're going to do, and it's just a matter of executing when they do it. And Nate Lemaire, one of our faster linebackers, gets out. He can play free safety, and he's moved up as a strong safety / linebacker in this look. And here he is, taking a pass, going 65 yards the other way, and only thing that saved him there was Sturgis' speed.
Nate's a good cover guy, too.
So, P.J. DeYoung, power I, right at you.
P.J. with the ball.
P.J. off the right side, he's into the end zone for a Red Wolves touchdown.
Nice way to start.
That's a good way, So our total offensive efficiency is right now at 100%.
3 yards of total offense.
So 3 yards of total offense and touchdown. Very efficient. Vanderberg's going to try the extra point.
He was solid last week.
Yeah, he looked good. He really settled in last week. A key to that's getting 5 to 7 extra points a game. That settles you down in a hurry.
Oh, absolutely.
So here we are, 10:36 left to go in the first quarter. Paw Paw has jumped out in front of Sturgis with a quick strike interception and a P.J. DeYoung 3-yard rush. 7-0 Red Wolves. Okay, back at it here. The microphone is not muted, but takes me a second to get that information down to the truck so they can change it. Vandenberg's going to kick off again. This is a shorter kick. This is going to go to an up back. This is one of their receivers. Nice coverage on Paw Paw's. That's Ferguson on the return. Nice coverage by Dominic Hernandez, Baron Marinich. I call everybody by their older brother's name. That's one of my quirks.
I have that trouble too.
It's funny. I used to think that was, as a kid, how could you not know that? But now that you watch 3 or 4 generations of a family go through, it's really hard not to do it that way.
You call a name for 4 years and it gets kind of stuck in your brain.
So Ferguson in the gun. He's going to hand off inside. That's turned back in. 52 on the tackle.
Cody Conley.
Cody Conley. It was a nice play there by Gavin Turk on the end to turn that one back inside, and Cody Conley cleans it up.
If the ends can keep their position and not let them get outside, that'll be a big help.
Well, you got Stry, Turk, and I didn't see who's in the middle down there. Fisher Edwards is on the left upside, and Fisher's got a clean shot at the quarterback. He is able to get it out of there. Marinich and Lemire on the tackle.
Yep. Lemire with the tackle.
Brought down by number 26.
That's Austin George on the nose.
Number 84, Nathan Lemire.
So you've got Turk, Stry, and Lemire, or Turk, Stry, and George are the down linemen. You got Fisher Edwards and Bryson Newell as your up backs. Edwards comes from a 3-point stance this time. That's not going to get there. It's going to bring up a 4th down for the Trojans and another big play for Sturgis.
That should be a full yard short.
It's short. High school coaches like to think they can make 1 yard, but
they
just you really want to give Paw Paw the ball on your own side of the 50 right now.
Oh, then the ref moved it up half a yard to help out.
Yeah, well, it still looks like their plan is to punt. Remember the Lions game last night, the plan was to punt from this position on the field too, and that didn't happen. So always be aware. Bad snap, but he fields it. Lemire almost gets there. That's a short punt. Fair catch called for. Fair catch is made. That's Bryson Newell back there.
And Bryson Newell.
So Red Wolves going to start on offense. Nice defensive 3 and out. After the touchdown, that's all recipes for a good night for Paw Paw.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of you who are hanging out up in Paw Paw. Not going to the Wine and Harvest Festival until after the game's over. You can see the fireworks. We'll clean up down here and bring the show home.
Yeah, the first 2 games we started out behind and had to come back, which they did without a problem. But it's nice to not dig a hole.
Yeah, so now we're back to the tee. You got P.J. DeYoung with Ben Miller, with Bryson Newell in the middle. Gunnar Goodell under center. This is going to be a trap.
Up the middle.
Bryson's going to pick up about 5.
Never did go down.
Be nice to see our other 2 running backs carry out their fakes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
When I'm calling an Edwardsburg or a Niles game, I have to wait a couple seconds to see who's got the ball because they're 18 yards down the field and look like they're still carrying. And it's important. It draws those defensive linemen.
Good fakes make a big
1
difference.
step is a touchdown in the wing T offense.
Oh, yeah.
Gunnar Goodell Going to hand this one to Ben,
Ben Miller.
Miller's got a whole caravan of people over there. Ben Miller's got the edge. Ben Miller down the sideline. Ben is out of bounds. Nice run for Ben Miller. That's a first down for your Red Wolves.
Number 85.
That's the way it should look.
Absolutely. You know, that, and right there, they got the edge sealed, and all of a sudden, the only thing Sturgis has left is geometry.
And speed.
Well, the speed helps. That's for certain. So Paw Paw, if it weren't for the 3-yard touchdown that they started on the 3, would have a pretty good average per play here. That's a handoff
Bryson
inside.
Newell.
Bryson. He's going to be
And
met by
number
3.
7, Ben Miller.
Somebody's not getting their hat through that hole, Greg. Those linebackers are sitting there waiting for Bryson. He should be able to slip past them and get to the secondary.
And also brought out number 60. The second half.
So Gunnar Goodell comes to the line. PJ DeYoung
PJ.
into the line. He's going to pick up 1, maybe 2. I'm going to call it 1.
Carry number 25, PJ.
They do have a fancy electronic down marker here.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
And the play leaves the Red Wolves with a 3rd and 7.
I think we're going to have to go down and work a booster club Sunday and get us one of those on our field.
Pretty high tech for high school.
6:43 to go here in the first. Gunnar Goodell under center. Wolves in the tee. That's going to be a pitch. And that's going to be a
There goes
long
PJ.
run. PJ is out of bounds about the 6-yard line, and that's good for Red Wolves.
Oh.
First down.
They're saying he stepped out at the 10.
So it looks like he's out of bounds at the 10, which is going to give us first and goal from the 10.
7-yard line. Your first and goal. Correction, the ball is placed at the 10-yard line. First and goal. Red Wolves.
That did not look hard running for PJ at all.
No,
In fact, it almost looked like, Greg, he was waiting for somebody to come out and hit him, and nobody came.
it did. He just kind of was, excuse me, in a slow gear there.
Gunnar Goodell. Ben Miller off the right side. Ben's got down to the 2. Nice run
Number
for
7,
Ben Miller.
Up the middle. Brought down by number 7. Gives some carry after about
The
9
early
minutes.
prediction, Greg, is this is going to be a long night for the home team.
It looks like it.
You know, when watch their defensive linemen. When that snap goes, the first thing they do is stand up.
Yeah.
You know, and we've got some big guys.
Usually on the line, low man wins.
And yeah, and they're used to being the low man, so they are. Gunner from the power. PJ up the middle, touchdown. Nothing to scream about, nothing to yell about. That's an expected outcome. Paw Paw in for the touchdown. I don't want to use up all of our howls. We paid for 25 of them tonight,
Oh.
so.
Yeah, but when you earn a howl, you got to give it.
Yeah. Oh no, when the earned howls are good, but 3-yard runs when we're averaging 11, I'm not going to give the howl on that. Vandenberg for the extra point. Snap is good. Kick is up. Kick
Looks
is
good.
good.
The extra point is good.
Boy, that was good from 40 yards, too.
First quarter, the Red Wolves 14, Sturgis.
Troy's got a pretty good leg.
So we're going to go on mute for just a second. Okay, back at it. Vandenberg's going to kick off for the 3rd time tonight. That's a good sign. You like to hear we're kicking off for the third time tonight in the first quarter.
Absolutely.
This one's on the ground. Takes a big hop. That's off the Sturgis defender. They're going to just smother it. See, now that's the kind of, with the speed Sturgis has with their backs, that's the kind of kick I expected to see all night, because there's not going to be any damage done from there.
Yeah, you put it on the ground like that, and all they can do really is cover it, because you try to field it, you don't know where it's going to go.
Their only option right now are big plays. You know, from what we've seen, even through the first 8-10 plays of this game, it's pretty obvious that Paw Paw is dominating the front on both sides of the ball. So now what you're going to get is Sturgis speed to maybe break something, and that's what they're going to have to pin their hopes on. There's a
pass over the middle.
Nice play coming up by Hernandez, but that's going to be a first down. And that's what their offense is relegated to right there.
Good for a Trojan first down. 1st and 10 Sturgis at the 44-yard line.
And you can sneak those in once in a while, Greg, but you're not going to hit that play all night.
No, their linebackers will figure that one out.
There's another throw across the drag. Hernandez this time with a really nice play to catch him from behind.
Lamb brought down at about the 49-yard line.
So that's going to
35 Dominic Hernandez. Gain of 7 will lead the Trojans with a 2nd and 3.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 3. 4:50 to go in the first. Sturgis with a couple nice plays there.
Dominic's been pretty busy here in the first quarter.
Hand off
There's a
inside.
run.
That's going to be good for a first down, it looks like.
Hand off to number 30, Dalton Tisdale.
Needed 2, got 2.5. First down Trojans.
Great at the first down marker. Be good for a Trojan first down. 1st and 10 Sturgis at the 46.
You know, Greg, both in college and in high school sports, they have a scripted number of plays that they've done based on their scouting, and it takes 10 to 12 plays of that script before the true adjustments get made. So not super worried. I think that we know what we're looking at here. There's a throw. That's picked.
Intercepted.
And that's out of bounds.
Nate Lemire again.
The second pick of the night, and that's a howl, right? That's
absolutely.
So again, Paw Paw doing exactly what they want to do. They're stretching out the play. They're making him put the ball in the air, and they're cutting off the routes. You know,
big pressure on the quarterback by PJ there too.
PJ DeYoung did. He was in, and he certainly had hands on that quarterback before the ball completely came out of his hands. So, and again, this is what we're looking at. Looks like we're going to come out in the power I. Nope, I thought I saw different personnel on the field. In the T.
Ben Miller.
Ben into the line. Ben's going to pick up 4.
Brought down after about a 3-yard gain. And number 74, Logan Markey, he's second out.
Gunner's going to bring the play in from the sideline. Jake Hindenaw, the first touchdown was scored with a 60-yard interception return to the 2, and then a 3-yard rumble from PJ DeYoung. From the T, Ben Miller, wide side. Oh, that's going to come back this way, and this is going to be a huge play for the Wolves. Ben Miller down the sideline. He's going. He's caught from behind. Big hit out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. That's 35 yards down the road.
Great job keeping his balance.
Greg's mic is staticky and loud, so let's see if we can fix that.
1st and 10.
Let's see your mic thing. We'll just pull it here. Try that. Okay, so the Wolves, we're doing some audio fixing here. But to finish up that question for Jake Hinton, the touchdown was scored with a long interception return, then a quick punch in from PJ. Second touchdown was more of a traditional line with PJ going off the right side. Third touchdown is going to be Ben Miller on a long run, it looks like. There's Ben into the line. Well, he didn't get the long run, but
Miller with carry. Number 85, Callahan Lamb.
2-yard gain.
Leaves the Red Wolves 2nd and 8.
They can't all be big runs.
no. Sometimes you got to set up the big run. So from the tee, Gunnar Goodell, Ben Miller, P.J. DeYoung, Bryson Newell's the sandwich. This is P.J. P.J. with a big hole. P.J.'s with a nice cut. And P.J. DeYoung is into the end zone for a Red Wolves touchdown.
Can you buy more howls at halftime?
I think we're gonna run down to Dollar General and get a few more howls. My biggest fear is we're gonna lose viewership. We may have to take the scoreboard off the screen.
People want to go get a good seat for the fireworks.
Well, I was gonna say I was a little sad about missing the fireworks, but we're not missing any fireworks. Lots of fireworks right here. That one's blocked.
The extra point is blocked. 2:12 left in the first quarter. Red Wolves 20, Sturgis 0.
So 20-0, 2:12 still to go in the first. We're going to be seeing Nate Vandenberg's fourth kickoff of the game.
Four kickoffs in the first quarter, you're doing something right.
Yeah, that's you like it when your kicker's legs start to get fatigued before the end of the first quarter. But again, now you got a 20-point lead. They haven't shown us much ability to move the ball. Just boot it on the ground and send your 10, 11 clean light white shirts out there and play defense. There's the kick, and it is a ground ball. Bobbled by the shortstop. Second baseman's got it. And he's going to go 3 yards and down. Whole pack of Wolves in on that one. Fisher Edwards was in there. Cameron Kozel was in there. Landon Buell was in there.
First and 10 Trojans.
So now we got Landon Buell on this edge. Bryson on the other edge.
Landon played a good game last week.
PJ on the inside. Handoff. Goes into the middle. It's going to be Landon Buell.
Brought down after about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah.
56.
Gavin Turk also in on the play. So 1:38 to go here in the first. Red Wolves have been stout. This is a quick hitch. Oh, they're going to hand it off. Not sure, but it's not going to go anywhere.
Stopped by number 69, Darren Stride.
Darren in on that
Yep,
tackle.
Darren Stride on the tackle for the Wolves.
3rd and 4.
I know Mark Linder was going to drive down to make his first game of the year, but we could be in a running clock before that happens.
Can't have the running clock till the second
Well,
half.
he's not supposed to be here until the second half.
Oh, okay.
Sturgis Going to throw. Nobody there. He's going to try to go deep. All over that is Sonnenberg, and he's going to pick that off. Eli Sonnenberg, they're going to say it hit the ground. I think somebody on the video is going to have to go back and zoom on that one. Sure looked like Eli was underneath that one.
That would have made him 3 interceptions in 3 games.
Yeah, and he played that ball really well. The receiver wasn't behind him, and Eli was still able to close and get back to the ball quicker than the receiver. I know
like they're going to go for it.
My eyes are old, but I don't think they're bad. Sturgis going for it on 4th down. Quarterback's going to roll. He's got it looking out there. He's got a nice throw to Otey, and that's a nice catch. Pretty well-designed play and a nice throw there. It took a long time to develop, but he was able to get that over 2 levels of Red Wolves defenders and drop it into Otey, who had a couple steps to the sideline.
We didn't get any pressure on him that time.
Not
either.
at all. And he did get outside that edge, and it was able to get enough to throw it there. And he's in trouble this time. Buell's back. He's going to throw another prayer up. He's got a man, and he's got a catch. And right there, Greg, I'm not going to say it. Wait a minute. Yes, I am. Can't let him behind you. At this point, you just can't let him behind you.
No.
That was a prayer thrown up, and they just ran by us. Got it. So, yep, we're still working on the audio. We'll get it fixed. Is that a squirrel on that Trojans hat down there, or is it just me?
I'm not sure.
Run's going to go to the right side. Lemaire's going to try to string that one out. It's going to be good for a couple. Looks like he got 7.
13-yard line by number 84, Nathan Lemire.
And Sturgis is going to try to say, we're not leaving this game.
A 5-yard gain on the play will bring up 2nd down.
So the Trojans waiting for the play from the sideline, taking an inordinate amount of time. There comes
Should be the last play of the first quarter.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get this play off. They might. A lot of miscommunication. Quarterback's going to roll. He's going to throw. He's got a receiver. That's good for a gain of 2.
Ran out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
That's going to bring up 3rd and
2.
maybe 2.5. Sturgis looking to do something fancy. Lined up in the eye. They're going to hand it off inside. They get a good push from their offensive line.
Still going.
Oh, and he pounces off.
Hand off to number 7, Gibson Carey. Nice run on the play all the way down to about the 3-yard line.
He did not get in. He got down to about the 3.
That's the end of the quarter.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, Paw Paw 20, Sturgis 0, but they're knocking on the door. So we got some out-of-town scores that can bring you up to speed on. Three Rivers, Niles locked in. Niles 7, Three Rivers 0. Plainwell and Edwardsburg are reporting no score in the first quarter. In the second quarter, Vicksburg 7, Otsego 6. And that's all I've got updated on the scoreboard from the Wolverine. A couple of non-Wolverine scores out there. Constantine 0, Lawton 3. That's in the first quarter. Dowagiac 13-0 over Coloma. That's in the first. Sturgis from the line. They're going to hand. Oh, you're going to throw. He's going to try to get the edge. He's got the corner. He's got a touchdown.
Patrick around the end of the keeper to the end zone for a Sturgis touchdown.
So Tanner Patrick able to outrun the defensive end on that side for a Sturgis touchdown. I saw that, yep. St. Francis made the long drive down to Lawton. Number 5 in for the extra point. That's Gavin Moore. Yeah, there were a couple interesting non-conference games last week. I think it was Three Rivers played Adrian. The Wildcats are one of the unknowns this year in the Wolverine. We don't know where, they've played a couple of big teams. They played Chelsea and they played Adrian.
Yeah, and they've got a new coach this year too.
Yeah, so it's hard to say. They were a thorn for us last year, and we'll see what that one brings. Niles is also another one to watch in the Wolverine this year. They've been putting up some good numbers. They beat St. Joe. They've been looking pretty good down there. Edwardsburg, everybody's happy to see Edwardsburg go a couple 0-2, but you're talking playing the 5-time defending state champion in a Class A school are their two games, and they've got a new coach down there. And begrudgingly, I'm going to say this: it's hard to replace a legend.
That's true.
And that was a legend. Bartz is a legend down there, so solidified by, was it 11 straight conference titles?
Something like that.
Couple appearances in the state finals, one state championship.
Scott Shaw, the coach at Niles now, won a state championship in Three Rivers about 20 years ago.
And he's done a nice job rebuilding that program.
He has. He is a good coach.
Yep, he's done a nice job rebuilding that Niles program. So looks like, I'm trying to look back here, looks like we got Sonneberg. They're standing where I can't see their numbers, but
probably Sean
Miller
Jurgensen.
Miller in the middle and Jurgensen on the left side, maybe?
Yeah. Sean had that big kick return last week.
Yep. That's going to go up the middle. This is going to be Eli. Sonneberg with the return. He's got a good hole. Nice return by Eli Sonneberg. There's going to be a flag on the play. I didn't see a hold, but that's where that flag comes from usually.
You got a flag down.
Yeah, I didn't see an illegal block or a hold, but usually when the back judge throws that flag, unless there was an obvious face mask on the tackle, but usually that guy can't see that. Yeah. They don't shame you in high school like they do in the NFL, so I'm not sure who that was, but
the coach knows.
So Paw Paw's had a couple things go their way here. 11 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the second. Sturgis just put some points on the board. I think we've got our scoreboard not showing their points. Yep. There we go. No. Oh, I see. We got something on the screen on our camera. I will get that fixed.
That's a pitch to Ben Miller.
Ben Miller off the right side. Let me see if I can Watch my
Number
cord
7,
behind
Miller
you.
around the end. So a 5-yard gain on the play.
There, now we can see the score.
Brought down by number 13, Caden Walker, number
Fixing the
30,
technical issues.
Tisdale.
Not watching the game. So Miller off the left side for 5. Again, 5 yards a run's a good retirement plan for Coach Stry.
Coach would be happy with that all day.
You know. Newell, Miller, PJ, behind Gunnar Goodell. It's going to be PJ DeYoung off the right side. Oh, no, that's Ben Miller. Ben Miller squeezes through a hole. Ben's going to get a first down. Ooh, accidentally used one of our howls for that first down. We haven't had a first down in a while, though, so that was probably good. We'll see maybe the athletic directors, Tate and Farnquist, maybe those two have some howls in one of the back closets we can get. Nobody's using.
Hopefully they acquired some over the summer.
Wing T.
PJ over the left side.
PJ DeYoung with a first down.
Number 25, PJ DeYoung on the carry.
All joking aside, I do want to put a big shout out to Alan Farnquist for always calling ahead and making sure we've got a place to do the game. Sturgis put us out in the porch tonight, so we're out in the open air, which is beautiful. Nice night for football. Luther's got to listen to us now, but you know it's the downside of doing the huddle camera for the program.
I don't think he minds.
So from the tee, Gunnar Goodell. That went to Bryson up the middle.
Bryson up the middle.
And there's 5 black jerseys there.
Number 21, Bryson Newell on the carry.
That's going to bring up second down.
Gibson carry. On a 1-yard gain, brings up second down.
So if you look, they've got a spy on that trap play. And they're trying, their number one priority is to stop that trap. And that's great. Run it a few times, keep that guy sucked in, but it's going to blow off the edge when we get one outside. And here we go outside. Ben Miller with a nice cut. That's going to be good for 7 yards.
Number 7, Ben
You know,
Miller on the
and that's the
carry,
problem with doing the spy in the middle on a trap play on a wing T team, because when they start moving the student body left or the student body right, there's too many red hats and not enough black hats to stop them, you know, which is exactly what our design is to do, you know. But if they take that spy out of there and try to run the edges, Bryson's still running.
Yeah.
You know, he's on 3 Rivers by now.
It's kind of a pick your poison thing.
So here we are from the power eye. That's Bryson Newell right there, and Bryson's going to be good for a Red Wolves first down.
First down, Paw Paw at the 45.
So up to the 45-yard line. This is the kind of drives I like, Greg.
Yep.
You know, start at the 10-yard line with 11 minutes to go in the quarter. Now we're at the 45 with just over 8 minutes to go. You know, at this pace, we're going to be in there with about 4 minutes to go in the half, unless we strike one.
In the JV game last night, our JVs had a real long drive that took almost 7 minutes off the clock.
Those are wing T drives right there. PJ inside.
That's
He's
a
met
good
right
stick.
at the line. That's not going to be good for any yardage.
PJ Young on the carry, stopped at the line of scrimmage by number 7, Gibson carry. Short gain on the play leaves them with a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now for the Wolves. Oh, you know what? 2nd and 9, that's second and long. That calls for the wing T.
Our JVs did win last night, too.
Well, we haven't seen a counter in a while. So this would be a nice one to see PJ rumbling about the 55 yards up the left sideline. I'm going to pitch it to this side. There's a hold.
And a flag.
Number 25, P.J. Young on the carry, stopped.
Not 100% sure it looked like Austin George. So that's going to move the ball back. So 2nd and 20 for the Red Wolves. That's manageable.
Now with our running average tonight, we should be all right.
Yeah. 3 runs of 7 yards. That's a first down. Gunnar Goodell brings him to the line. P.J. Bryson Miller in the tee. Ben Miller's going to come this side. Ben's got a little bit of a hole. Gets 9 of it back.
Miller on the carry. Brought down at about
I'll call it 8.
42-yard line. I believe the Red Wolves with a 3rd and 13.
So 3rd and 13.
Could see our first pass of the night.
Yeah, I think this is honestly, I think this is 2 down territory if you can get an 8-9 yard run here. From the tee, Gunnar Goodell. Handoff, counter, P.J. DeYoung. P.J. breaks a tackle. He's going to get 7. That puts it in no man's land.
Number 25, P.J. DeYoung on the carry.
I imagine we're probably going to see a punt.
49-yard line. Number 1, Tommy Iosa, and number 2, Brendan Myers. Brings up 4th and 6.
Well, I was right, 2 down territory. No indication at all that we're going to do anything but run the football.
Nope, Gunner's bringing in the play.
So Goodell's going to bring it in. 4th and 6 for the Wolves. From the tee. And they got him to jump. That's going to be 4th and 2.
That makes it a lot better.
Much more manageable. So what are the odds that Coach Stry said to Gunner, go out there and make him jump off sides?
I would say pretty high.
And Gunner listened.
Absolutely.
Very coachable, that kid. And the referee just did the I'm a little teapot dance.
After the penalties, 4th and 1.
So now 4th and 1, much more manageable 4th and 1.
Well, you know the defense is antsy because they want to stop us, take the ball back. Good time to use that hard count.
So power eye, this is going to be P.J. DeYoung right up the throat. Handoff to P.J. He's going to get through the line. He's going to get a first down. That's good for a Red Wolves. First down.
P.J. DeYoung on the carry, brought down by number 60. Derek Correa. The gain is good for a first down.
So
4:10,
4:46. You know, all this screwing around with the penalties and the lost yardage, all it did is eat 2 more minutes off the clock.
All works in our favor.
Yep, and so here we go. Ball's at the 43. Gunnar Goodell going to lead the Wolves to the line in the tee. Handoff, PJ. He's got some blockers out there, slips the hole. PJ slips a tackle, and PJ DeYoung, good for a Red Wolves. First down.
That gives him carry. The 30-yard line of the first attack.
He's obviously not scared about his ankle that he broke last year.
Not at all. PJ's running with the mission this year, and I got to give it to that one. You know, Bryson Newell with a kick-out block right there, and Ben Miller seals his guy, gives PJ just enough of a crack to slide through there and get into that second level. From the tee.
Ooh.
That might have been PJ again.
And the blocks backing is something that Coach Stry
That was
preaches.
Newell.
I know
That
he
was
tells them
Newell.
if you don't block, you don't
So
run.
Buell was in as the fullback that time. Bryson moved out to a tailback.
Second down.
Wolves up to the line. Gunnar Goodell going to hand this one off. Ben Miller.
Ran out of bounds and tripped up.
Ben Miller tried that one. So now we got a 3rd and 7.
At the about 28-yard line. It'll be third down.
Ball's at the 28. 3:13 to go. This drive started with over 11 minutes to go in the half.
We could take up almost the whole quarter.
Yeah, this is a nice drive by the Wolves. Still very much so two-down territory. If you're going to go for it from the 45, you're going to go for it from the 28.
Oh, absolutely.
Gunnar Goodell, power I. Handoff, Ben Miller. Ben's got some room, cuts back inside. That was a nice cut by Ben. That's going to get him a first down. First down, Red Wolves.
Brought down by the Trojans at about the 18-yard line. First down.
He knew where he had to get to.
Yeah, and that was a nice cutback. He could have potentially gone to the house had he beat him there, but he's smart enough to know we're rolling downhill, need that first down. I can get it for certain if I cut back there, so that's what he did. It was a nice run by Ben Miller. So Gunnar Goodell in the tee. That's an inside handoff.
Up the middle, Bryson Newell.
Bryson Newell cuts it back outside. Bryson Newell's going to get 9 or so.
Bryson Newell on the carry. Brought down at about the 13-yard line.
They're going to call that 9.75 maybe.
Bryson's been playing on a bum ankle this year too.
Yeah, Bryson's been injured as well. I think he's healing now, but you wouldn't know it by the way he runs. He runs hard. Gunnar Goodell brings him up. Time for PJ, I would say. There's PJ off the left side. He's going to bounce off a couple. Still driving. PJ DeYoung is in the end zone.
That was a great run.
That is a big run for PJ DeYoung and a Red Wolves touchdown. I tell you, Greg, it was time. PJ time.
He's got more touchdowns in 3 games than a lot of running backs get all season.
Well, that one right there, is desire meets strength.
Absolutely.
And, he was not going to go down there. Troy for the extra point.
He wanted it worse than
Snap,
they did.
Kick.
Good.
So, what a demoralizing drive. 11 minutes and some change down to 1 minute and 30 seconds. So that's a great drive by the Red Wolves. Don't know how many plays. We don't have stats, so I'm going to say it was 37 plays.
That's a great way to keep their offense off the field.
Yeah, I legitimately, that was probably a 14 or 15 play drive.
Yes.
We had a couple penalties in there that extended the field. So if you talk about miles traveled, that was about a 125-yard drive. But, took the ball over at the 10 because of the penalty on the kickoff.
Yeah, we started with a penalty.
And then a couple holding penalties along the way, and the Wolves just demoralizingly string versus Sturgis' front, and they just went after them. Got some people watching from Midland tonight. Those are good. That's good coverage. I know the UP's online. I saw she was tagged in
the Lance American Legion.
Yeah, I don't know if they're at the Legion Hall tonight, but if they are, hello Lance Legion Hall. don't know what the special was tonight. Forgot to look that up.
Probably a fish fry.
Yeah, good fish fry Friday night. That'd be good. Ball's on the ground. That's gonna be. It's down. Yeah, he can't field the ball on a knee in high school football. That's
Nope.
down right where it sits.
37-yard line.
So minute 36. Just saw Mark Linder walk in, so we'll have him for the second half. We're getting. We just lost 26 viewers.
And I just got my microphone adjusted.
Yeah, we finally just got Greg's mic right, so you're going to walk in and sound like a rock star. Wish I could get 3 mics running, but I got to bring an extra piece of equipment for that.
They probably hear me enough at home.
We need to get you back on spot, and we're not calling anybody's names. They're going to go deep.
Indeed.
We got our guy out there.
Overthrew everybody.
So Baron Marinich had the best shot of anybody at that ball that was 10 yards over his head. But again, Sturgis desperation. We had them bracketed there. We had 3 people running down the sideline with them. Very, very little probability that ball's going to be completed.
And just like you said earlier, don't let them get behind you.
And stop the clock. 1:34 to go.
Maybe we can get the ball back.
Quite honestly, as I know you don't want to go in with a big deficit at halftime, but the way this game has gone, 27-7 is not a horrible hole for Sturgis. That's a great throw. That ball went over the linebackers, between the safety. That was just a great throw.
Right where it had to be.
Just executed on that one. So now, bite my own words, Sturgis is moving the ball. They can't snap it till it sets. Ball's coming out this side, nobody on him. Slips a tackler. Good thing Dom Hernandez was there to make sure on that one.
About the 24-yard line.
And sometimes these last-minute drives, when you get a little hectic like this, defense can't get quite set. Sometimes, maybe Sturgis, this is the tempo that if they want to come back in this game, this is their only prayer. Problem is, you got Landon Buell and Bryson Newell coming off the edges right now. Buell's going to, there's a good
nice
hit out there. That Marinich coming up to make that hit was Baron Marinich with the hit. Now I can't help but wonder if I called him Bryson again a minute ago.
You may have.
So Sturgis is going to take a timeout. Kind of a game. We're going to run out of battery. Hold on. Trying not to lose the broadcast to the lack of power. Okay, so the floor of the press box is surprisingly clear as I'm plugging things in to make sure we don't lose the broadcast. Tanner Patrick from the gun. And, yeah, something's not good there. That's on the offense. They're stopping the play. That's just good football. You come out of a timeout and false start. Yeah. Makes coaches retire right there.
Carey, their big tight end, just came out of the game.
I saw that. Now at 7, they obviously have a different play dialed up for 2nd and 10. going to put one up in the air. That's out of bounds. Marinich over there in the coverage.
Out of bounds.
There was no prayer on that one.
Third down.
So third down, 57 seconds to go.
This last minute 37 is going to take about 10 minutes.
So Patrick's going to throw. He's looking this way. He's got a man open. And that's a mistake. The clock's going to stop because of the first down. Now maybe it's not a mistake. They're trying to run out the clock as they score. It's not a bad play, but you know, you got to feel the sideline over there. You know you're not going to score. You got to get out of bounds.
Yep, save those timeouts.
Tanner Patrick from the shotgun. Going to hand this one off. He's got some room, bounces off a couple people. He's going to dive for the end zone, and that's a touchdown for Sturgis. So hold on a second, folks. Going to have to tune into the first part of the second half. Sturgis able to rumble down the field, stick one in on the Wolves.
Everybody was looking for the pass.
Please get a shot of the Sturgis mascot, because $100 says that was or is a squirrel at some point. So just need to make sure we had a shot of that. So in to kick the extra point, Gavin Moore. Snap is okay. Kick is away. Kick is good. So 32 seconds to go in the half. Sturgis sticks one into the end zone. Nice run. Number 30, Dalton Tisdale with a run. And I think that's going to give something for Coach Schreier to talk about at halftime anyways.
So with only 32 seconds left, does Sturgis take a chance and do an onside kick?
I think absolutely Sturgis tries an onside kick here. I think you got to be ready for it. I mean, you know, the only downside to that is you're given a chance to give up a big play to Paw Paw to get back in. You know, they haven't shown any predetermination that they're going to kick field goals. Troy's already had an extra point blocked, you know, but his other three extra points had leg for 40, 45 yards.
Oh, yeah, they're going all the way out to the track.
You know, so, I mean, it's something to at least think about. Paw Paw has given it no thought at all.
We are not set up for an onside
No thought
kick.
at all of an onside kick. And he's got the ball on the sideways on the tee, doesn't he?
You can't tell. No, I see a white stripe at the top. He
He's
did
going to
squib
kick a
it,
ground
though.
ball. That's going to be fielded by Buell. Landon's going to go wide side of the field. That's never a good idea. So he'll run off 8 seconds.
Brought down by number 9, Dawson Miller. At the 25-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10, Paw Paw.
So
23 seconds to go.
likely a handoff to PJ. All they have to do is tell PJ he can score from here. Of course, I don't think you have to tell him. I think he believes it.
He thinks he can score every time he touches
Yep.
the ball.
So from the tee, this is your one time you might see a pass right here. But I doubt it. I think this is going to be a handoff and going to halftime. PJ off the left side, that's going to be one, and I think that's going to do it for the first half here in Sturgis.
Number 25, PJ Young, brought down by number 30, Dalton Tisdale. A 3-yard gain brings up second half.
Yep, coach is just going to let the clock run out.
So that'll do it for the first half here in Sturgis.
14, Paw Paw 27.
So for our halftime entertainment today, as per usual, we won't be showing the band, but I did have our digital media class today. Their assignment was to go down to the gym area, take a picture, and then create a motivational meme. I tested it to make sure it was going to be big enough for people to read. So we're just going to let that play over and over as we go into halftime here. Let's see. works 2 hours a day. Which is the other red flag. Why is somebody applying for a job that's 2 hours a day?
Yeah.
You know?
Sounds like the perfect job.
Unless it's somebody maybe just retired.
Yeah. I don't know who it is. She didn't say. I don't care. You know, whatever. It's disappointing, but I think the plan is just for, even if they hire somebody, for me to stay through the first try to keep it, level. I told her even if they want to bring somebody in towards the end of the try and, work them in, that's fine too. They don't really have to because it won't be the same kids.
Yeah, new trimester you get all those students.
Right. So here we are back at Sturgis, trying to get some of the halftime festivities done. Red Wolves, and now we're gonna welcome back my sidekick from last year, who's been gallivanting around Arizona and all the country in between. Mark Linder's back online.
Hello. Thank you for having me, Brent. I appreciate it. I can't believe it's already football season.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that we're back at it.
Hopefully I don't jinx anything by showing up. It's like Paw Paw's been playing well in my absence, and I'm scared of screwing up the mojo.
If anything happens, you're out.
That's right. It's all my fault, as usual.
Okay, so you got
Okay, so Red Wolves are going to receive.
Deep to receive.
We should have
Sonberg, Ben Miller, and Sean Jurgensen.
that one's going to go over Eli's head, and that's going to get into the end zone. Automatic touchbacks in high school. So the Red Wolves are going to come out in the second half. I'm sure that sticking that touchdown in at the end of the first cat is going to fire up Coach Stry a little bit. And we're going to see some focus out of the Wolves here as we come out in the second half.
Yeah, I expect to see a nice ball control offense right here in the start of the third quarter. Try to chew some time.
Oh, we did something there, and that's not good. Get that back where it belongs. Guess I'm going to stop playing with the graphics. Okay, no, I Gunnar Goodell under center, and that's going to be a 5-yard gain.
right on
Flag on the play.
So right off the bat, Sturgis jumps. That's going to give us.
Right? You got everybody fired up on defense or coming out of the locker room.
Well, and I think their coach got into them with a legitimate. You guys are in this game. You got a chance here, and so they come out fired up, want to make a big play on defense, and just weren't able to curb their enthusiasm. Gunnar Goodell going to hand this one. And, that was almost a big play for Ben Miller.
Miller on the carry.
He went off the right side, and he just one step from breaking that one all the way to the house.
Shoestring tackle and saved a touchdown.
Yeah, that one was rough. It was Goodell under center. Going to hand this one to Miller again. Over the right side this time for about 4.
Miller up the middle.
That was not quite the
Stop by
middle.
the Trojans at the 37-yard line. Second down.
So Gunnar Goodell brings the play in. Second and we'll call it 7. Ball's at the 37. Wing T. Goodell Going to hand that one to PJ DeYoung off the left side. PJ's going to go back to the middle. He's going to gain 4. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
PJ DeYoung on the carry.
Good initial push by the up front line from Paw Paw.
Ben Miller checking out. Landon Buell coming in.
Yep, this is Power Eye coming at you. Either Power Eye or Bryson's going to shift over to the other outside wing on the tee.
Nice thing about 3rd and short is you have a couple options.
Yeah, looks like Power Eye behind PJ. This is the bread and butter of this offense right here. This is a straight dive. Oh, they hand that ball to Bryson.
I think so.
He's going to get a first down.
Number 62.
So Bryson Newell on the carry.
The 1st and 10 at the 44.
Buell's going to check back out. Miller's going to check back in.
Something a little different off the power.
That was the first time we've seen something different off the Power Eye all year. So we go right back to the tee. Usual suspects in the backfield. Gunnar Goodell going to pitch the ball. Miller's got the edge. Tries to juke, gets by one guy. He's got down about 7.
Ben Miller on the carry.
People flying all the way through the Red Wolves bench.
Along by number 13, Caden Walker at about the 49-yard line. The 2nd and 5.
Got a couple more yards from that.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 5. Gunnar Goodell going to hand the ball off to Miller. Miller's got some friends, but they're going to. Sturgis did a nice job of stringing that out.
Miller ran out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
So he's going to gain a half a yard, run 35 yards to do it.
No gain on the play on the 3rd and 5.
Well, yeah, it looked like he got the other sideline moved it a little bit, but then they moved it back.
And now 3rd
3rd
and 5.
and 5 sounds like Power Eye to me. Yeah, I still think they may go left here. PJ off the left side. PJ's going to get a first down.
Is good for a first down. 1st and 10, Paw Paw at the 45.
So that's Red Wolves' first down, crossing the 50-yard line. And we got one in. Yep, the Howls. We've got an allocation of Howls. We're going to have to reorder. Yeah, we're in. We're in another one of those methodical drives that that we ate the entire second quarter. It seemed like with the drive, and here we are again.
Maybe 3.5 minutes in, right? It's just textbook.
Handoff, Ben Miller. That's going to be good for 3.
Miller on the carry. Tripped up by number 60.
Yeah, and this is what we want to do, over the course of the year is just completely eat the clock up and score,
I think you got to keep doing it until somebody stops you, right? I mean, this is what you practice every day. It's what you're good at. So just keep doing it until somebody
And one thing about Coach Stry, when something's working, he's going to go back to it. He does a nice job of that. From the tee, Gunnar Goodell under center. This is going to be handoff back this way. Ben Miller has got the corner. Ben with a nice move along the sideline.
Miller on the carry.
They're going to say he stepped out about the 31. That's going to be good for a Red Wolves first down. I'm going to have to go watch it on TV now because the press box is in my way. Up to 52 people on the broadcast. That's awesome on Wine and Harvest weekend. If you're at the fireworks watching this on your phone, go ahead and nudge the person next to you and tell them to tune in. Red Wolves come to the line. Bryson between Ben and PJ. Gunnar Goodell under center. That goes up the middle. It's got to be Bryson. Didn't look like they got much, if anything, there. But again, they've got that spy in the middle of the defense, and they are playing that trap. And you got to keep them honest by making that linebacker stay in the middle, because it's what opens the outside.
Run that play to keep him there.
Well,
Blocks are working the body, right? And they just wear him down and eventually set up the big hook.
so here is Gunnar Goodell. PJ DeYoung, left side. PJ is going to be close.
Number 25, PJ DeYoung.
He's going to be about a yard short.
At the 24-yard line, it'll be 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2 for the Wolves. That sounds like Power I.
By number 13, Hayden Waldron, number 1, Todd Gayosa.
Johnny Fonseca is watching us driving through Kentucky. That's good. Get through Kentucky.
Listen to the games.
Yeah.
Don't watch.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, listen, please, Johnny. Well, he's also typing comments on the computer, so that's good. I'm guessing there's more people than just Johnny in the car. Power I, third and 2. Gunnar or PJ DeYoung running downhill. I think he ran about 6 yards before anybody touched him, Mark.
Yeah, that was
Number 25, PJ DeYoung.
and
The first down carry.
huge hole, and he was able to just follow the blockers and get to the second.
Stopped by Callahan Lamb. We first down Paw Paw at the 22.
We've already used up over half the closer.
17, correct.
Yeah, this is another long, methodical Red Wolves swing T drive. Power I this time. Just got 7 before he got touched. Why not? That's Bryson Newell.
Number 21,
And
Bryson Newell.
another pattern we're seeing here, Greg, is right side first half,
Number 9,
left side second half. Mark, you haven't been the first couple games. I don't know if you got a chance to watch them on the feed or not, but this is kind of how we have been rolling. We come out, pound the right side in the first half, and then turn around and pound the left side in the second half. And I'll tell you what, it's worked. It's been a formula for success. We have dominated the third quarter all year long. We're becoming known as a third quarter team. And from the tee, Gunnar Goodell's going to bring them up, and this is just power football. This one's going to go back to the right, Ben Miller. Ben's going to get the corner. He's going to pick up about 3. That's a little bit of a late hit, in my opinion, but
ran out of bounds. Or Brennan Myers. The 11-yard line will brings up 3rd down.
I think your mic's muted up on your headset. There's a button up there. That one.
Yeah, when the green shot, you're good.
Gotcha.
I think we got you back now.
Okay. So
We had an astute viewer, my wife, saying, "Are you talking to somebody?" Yes, I am.
so they haven't heard any of my
Oh no, we had
incredible
lots of stuff.
insight.
We had a hot mic going on at halftime. We've got PJ DeYoung's got a touchdown. Is he in? 1 yard line. It looks like he got out at the 1.
Number
He ran.
25,
I can't see that corner of the field, and he ran behind the scoreboard on
Oh,
my
yeah.
screen. So
Sorry, here, let me swing it over a little bit.
Well, yeah, because I. So he's at the 4-yard line. The report is. So
Once again, all technical
the
problems are my
Fonseca
fault.
family is all safe, and they're all doing it correctly.
Oh, good.
So Power I.
I mean, why not, right? We've only had the ball for 8 minutes.
PJ, Power I, handoff, right side. He's going to go back left. He's going to get in, goes into the pile. Looks like he's about the 1 yard line.
Up the middle.
Why not eat another 45 seconds off the clock as long as we're here at it?
Matt Whitney. He's second down and goal from the 2.
Has Paw Paw thrown a pass this game?
Not yet.
Okay.
Haven't needed to.
I mean,
You've intercepted 2
right? Nice.
and almost had a third.
So power I from the 1. PJ's going to get what, his 8th touchdown or 9th touchdown for the year?
No signal
they
yet.
Stuffed him there.
Referee, far
Oh,
side
we got
judge.
the far side's got a touchdown.
It was a half-hearted touchdown.
It was.
Number 25 on a carry.
He's going to come in and talk to White Hat.
He never straightened his arm.
Yeah.
He kept him kind of
Yeah.
like an A in YMCA.
Ooh, now we're going to call him short.
Stopped just short of the goal line.
Got overruled.
Not sure. Disagreement.
Got overruled.
Number 62, Alex Massey.
The new guy on the crew does not make that call. Well, that makes it interesting at least. 3rd down. No yardsticks up, so we're in tight. Gunnar Goodell hands it. PJ DeYoung. He's hit in the hole, but he's in. Yes, he is. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Yeah.
Well, they earned that one for him. You know, it's once they got down there, that's three plays inside the 2. You don't see that very often with the Wolves.
Right.
15 seconds off the clock.
9 minutes and 15 seconds on that drive.
That's incredible. I
You
mean,
know,
that's
that's
just
just-
has
and
to be so demoralizing
That's
for a
2
defense.
straight 9+ minute drives for the Wolves. I mean, that's just great.
First one had penalties. This one
Troy Vandenberg.
Oh,
Little bit low on the trajectory on that
Right.
one.
2:45 left in the 3rd quarter.
That's going to leave a mark on the center.
Ball 33.
So we're going to go. We're going to prove that the microphones actually do mute. Okay, 2:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 33-14, Paw Paw up. Vandenberg's going to kick. They've got speed back there, but I very much doubt that it's going to go above the linemen's heads. And it does. He gets a little pooch kick. That's going to be the up back, and he's got a hole.
Uh-oh.
and he's down.
But he's over the 50-yard line, 45-yard line on Sturgis.
Yard line.
This is a nice little
Microphone is
return.
not muted.
That was a nice return.
Yeah, it's a nice return. You know, to be honest with you, that's been best part of Sturgis's game. We'll see now. You know, Sturgis had a nice drive last time, a nice answer. It's got to be demoralizing to have that 9-minute drive. You know, take some wind out of your sails.
Absolutely.
Let's see how our defensive line pushes. We've got 3 down defensive linemen, 2 edge rushers. This look has been effective, but it's been effective when we get pressure towards the quarterback. We're going to get a quick throw out here. Nice move. Oh, bounces off a tackle. Squirts forward for about 9. I think they're going to mark him at 8.
Brought down at about the 37-yard line. It'll be second down.
So it's going to be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, it's a,
Yeah, they've got some speed on their wide receivers. There's 4 of them that can go. Number 0 is their jet. He's the 2-time state champion in the 100 and the 200. But we've done a really good job on him tonight. And Going to come out. Ooh, Fisher Edwards had a shot at that one.
Yep.
Third down.
And I'm not sure where that one was going, Mark. That was into a.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was going to be a very successful play.
Well, and so you've got the fastest kid in the state of Michigan on the right side running decoys all night.
Right.
And, you're throwing into quadruple coverage on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Not a recipe for success. Now we got trips right, and they've shown success on this kind of a play when they get the quarterback rolling that way. But he's going to look short side. Now he's going to roll out and take a look. He's going to try to throw one deep. We've got a man out there. That's Soderberg. Oh, no, that's actually – that looks like that might have been Baron Marinich. Oh, Nate Lemire's back there. Okay. Yep. Oh, yeah, we can see that now. Good call. The spotter advice on the tall white socks. Let's see if we can bring that camera up a little bit maybe. We're
Okay.
getting a lot of – grab the trigger and tilt. It's a multi-pivot, so it goes every direction.
All right.
There you go. That's it. That's good right there.
Again, all technical problems are my fault. That's right.
There's a throw out. That's caught. And he breaks the tackle. Running hard.
Pass complete to number 4, Brock Ferguson.
So Brock Ferguson's had a good night.
Run after the play as well. First down, Trojans at the 26-yard line.
Well, when you see when they get the ball out quickly into the receiver's hands with space, right?
Yeah.
They're going to have some success.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they've done on the plays that they have had success, has created some space. It's also Nate Lemire's birthday today. And we were fixing the camera as we were doing all that, but that was a pass down the sideline. Looked like Sean Jurgensen was out there in coverage that time. Good coverage by Sean. The receiver tripped over the pylon. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. So Jurgensen's on the right corner. We've got Eli Sonneberg down here. Throw's going to go over the middle, and that's a really, really nice defensive play across the middle. I think that was Lemare again. He's having a nice game on his birthday.
Yeah, that was a nice breakup. Big third down
Yes, we
here.
can
Got to keep
turn
him out of
that
field
mic
goal
down
range.
A little bit. Try turning that down a little bit and see how we're coming. On the zone? I don't think anything's illegal. Discouraged. Going to roll this way. He's going to look. He's going to get killed if he doesn't get rid of the ball. He did not get that anywhere near the line of scrimmage, but that's okay. Fisher Edwards was in on him. Looks like Gavin. No, 50. Colin Campbell was back in there. Did they actually call it? Because he didn't get that ball near the line of scrimmage. The coach, yeah, holding. Well, we'll take that. 4th down. So, unlike the Lions last night, Coach Stry is going to decline the penalty on 3rd down. I think that's the right decision.
Yeah, 4th and 10.
The coach framed that throw to the sideline like a catcher frames a strike. He moved the ball about 4 yards after he caught it. So Patrick from the shotgun, he's going to loft one up to the corner. They're going to let him make a play on it. Jurgensen's out there. makes a nice, Sean Jurgensen with a nice play and defense at the back end, breaks it up. And, that's the play he wants. He doesn't want to catch that.
Right, exactly.
No, he knocked it down. Yep, he knocked it down in the corner. But that's the play you want.
Right.
You don't want to make an interception there.
Then they bring it out to the 20.
Especially
right?
falling down. And that's going to give the Wolves the ball back. And basically, effectively, the Wolves ate the third quarter.
It is amazing. The ball control, just the time of possession. It's everything that you want from.
And back to the grind. The only thing I will say about the grind that we've been on, we're not hitting very many big plays, and Sturgis does have some speed in the back in the secondary. Yeah, we've got, and that was Ben Miller off the right side. We've got some 30-yard run, 25-yard run. So in that aspect, that they're big plays. But we're hitting doubles and triples. We're not hitting the home run ball. And part of it is our trap game. First of all, teams are scouting us, and they're trying to stay home on the trap more, and that's hard. But it feels like our linemen aren't getting to the second level and sealing off the linebackers, and so we've got people in the hole, when we go through. So that's going to end the third quarter. 33-14 is your score from Sturgis. Hopefully the fireworks are getting started soon in Paw Paw. We are going to go on mute for a minute while we go through this. So Red Wolves bring us out in the fourth quarter from the tee. Gunnar Goodell going to hand off. At Ben Miller. I'm still where I can't see. I'm watching on the laptop screen.
3rd and 5.
So 3rd and long, 3rd and about 5 or 6.
Okay, so 3rd and 5. Sounds like Power I. Yep, Buell's checking in. That's usually the bellwether for the Power I. Now, we've seen a couple variations off this tonight, Mark. We've seen a couple times they've gone with Bryson Newell with a quick handoff off the short side. I imagine this is going to be PJ, and it is. PJ picks a nice hole. PJ DeYoung with a nice run. That's going to be good for a Red Wolves first down.
2 flags at the end.
Just as we throw this, we've got some flags coming out. That a late hit. It's going to be a first down because that flag definitely came in after the play. That's on Sturgis, and against Paw Paw. Those are going to offset. They're going to replay that? They're going to say that happened during the play? They are. Oh, that's a bad call.
Wow.
That was definitely after the play. The whistle had already gone. So that's going to hurt the Wolves. That's going to move them back.
Still 45.
Just giving them another opportunity to run the play, right?
No, I'll be honest with you. I think we're going to see the same play. and we're probably going to see a similar result. So back up, and this is just spite right here. Gunnar Goodell is going to hand this to PJ. No, he's going to throw.
Oh, my goodness.
And we had a wide open receiver, and then Lemaire dropped it. So two things went wrong on that play. Troy didn't have anybody within 5 yards of him.
Right.
You know, that was
Lots of options, but well, I guess that is the risk of throwing the ball, right? A couple bad things can happen.
Yeah, that's Woody Hayes' old famous saying, you know. 3 things can happen when you throw the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
Yep.
So
This is the first
Vandenberg's going
punt
to
of the
punt
night?
the ball. That's going to give Sturgis the ball back with the one thing that they have, and that's hope.
Another flag
Going
on
to
the
have a
play.
false start.
That would have been on Sturgis when they got a first down.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we needed to give Vandenberg any extra room to punt.
Right.
After the penalty, 4th and 9.
So 4th and 9. Still going to be a punt. That's just going to move the return man up a little bit. And this is, Mark, one of the places where I wish we had the Australian-style punter that could run
Right.
a little bit to the right,
Yep.
kick a sideways one that rolls forever.
Oh, and there's a bad snap.
Over his
Over his
head.
head.
Troy's having trouble picking it up, and that's going to be a disaster. He fumbles the ball. Worse than a safety. I mean, that play right there. So 5 different bad things happened all at once. So we have a bad snap. Troy couldn't pick it up to at least get anything out of it.
Correct.
Then he's afraid of a safety. He fumbles. And instead of giving up 2 points,
Now you're going to
we're going
potentially
to give them
up
the ball
7.
on the 1 foot line.
Right.
You know, I mean, that was just a
I think there's a
cavalcade of
discussion to be
errors.
had here whether he tried to actually throw that ball.
Well, if he threw the ball, it's an incomplete pass.
Correct. Which I think Paw Paw is
It
saying
might
that
be
he
intentional
did.
grounding in the end zone, which would be a safety. Oh, that's a huge break for the Red
Wow.
Wolves. Huge break. And you know what? I'm going to take everything I back on Vandenberg. That's a heads-up smart play.
It is.
You know, to try to throw that ball out. It looked like from
Right.
my screen and yours at home that he fumbled that ball. But they're going to rule that a forward pass. I got to be honest with you. If I'm Sturgis coach, I'm asking who was in the area.
Intentional grounding,
You know,
right?
but we're going to live with it because that's a big play for Paw Paw. Now they're talking about it, and I have a feeling. I have a
even
well. He
close,
wasn't outside
right?
outside the tackles either, but I think that the question there is who you throwing that ball to.
Right.
You know, it certainly was a forward pass, but if there was no receiver in the area and he threw that pass in the end zone, that's going to be a safety and a Paw Paw is going to be kicking off.
A long discussion by the officials, and now they're throwing a flag again.
That's what they're going to call. They're going to call that intentional grounding. Yep. So
I think that's the correct call, right?
yeah, and to be honest, that's. I mean, I love that where Troy's head was at, trying to get it out of there and trying to throw
Yes.
it. But at the same time, I don't know how you could not make that call.
Right.
You know, that is the call.
And that's a great job, actually, by the officials of coming together and making sure, hey, you know what? What did you have,
Well,
right?
I think with a little assist from Sturgis'
That's
coaching staff.
Probably more than a little.
Yeah, because I think they were
Might
set
have
up
been a little
to,
hot.
you know.
10:51 left in the ball game. Trojans 16. Paw Paw 33.
Well, the one good news about all of that, we're still a 3-score lead here. because 33-16, if my math is right, two 8-point touchdowns, they're going to get to 32. So we still got a 3-score lead. You know, not in the check. You know, can the math class please check in on that? But I think we are. You know, now it's just about settling it down. Okay, we just made a bad play. Could have been worse.
Right.
You know, they could have recovered the ball in the end zone.
Correct.
We'll take the didn't help Vandenberg's passing stats on the season.
Right. Yeah, it could have been the old Michigan State result, right? Where they.
He's 0 for 1. We don't speak of that on this side of the broadcast booth.
My bad.
So we are looking now. We should be kicking here. Yeah, from the 25-yard line. So
teeing it up at the 20.
Looks like it is teed at the 20. Okay. I thought it was the 25, but okay. And the kick is up, and that's not the best idea either, but he bobbles the ball. Otay's going to get his hands on it. He's going to run over to the sideline. Maybe that's why they don't get him the ball as much.
I think he made a business decision there.
Yes, he did. He found the quickest path he could find where there were black jerseys and not white ones.
Right. Live to fight another day.
So now maybe we've seen some of the reason that he's a decoy on 80% of the plays. He is fast, though.
To be fair, maybe he's dinged up, right? So maybe didn't want to risk anything.
Tanner Patrick is going to lead Sturgis back to the line. Blitz. He's in trouble. Throws it away. Nice play over here by Lemaire again. Hey, Lemaire's had a good night. Yeah, this is if we had a budget, we could get Lemaire a game ball tonight.
That is the key. If we had a budget.
Yeah, the budget's well, at some point here I did have a Venmo. I don't know where it went. So, gonna roll. He's gonna throw it. Coming back for the ball. Looks like Otay.
Pass complete to Brock Ferguson.
Yeah, we do have a Venmo. Look at that. We've got a Venmo that we can actually get some support for our
Look at that.
for our budget here. I'm gonna guess not. So, and I even have a button that can make that go on the screen and off the screen. I just got to find out where the button is. So Patrick in the shotgun. Going to roll this way. He's going to jump pass. Otay's got the ball. Otay is going right down immediately. Lemaire again on the play. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 5. How did they?
The old forward progress, maybe?
Except he was running the other direction. The
that might have been a
coaches in the booth are not
spot.
happy with the spot. Tanner Patrick in the gun. Trips left. He's going to look right. He's going to lob one up. Got Marinich out there. Baron Marinich with excellent coverage. And again, nice play. Knock the ball away.
Correct.
Don't create any contact.
Yep.
Part of what they're looking for there is contact. They're trying to get a cheap first down. Didn't get the cheap first down. They got the expensive turnover on downs.
Yes.
You do something around and find out when you're trying to test that. I think it's fool around and find out.
Well, Paw Paw's got 9 minutes here to just kind of eat any more clock that they can.
Well, that's a drive. That's our typical. So Paw Paw's typical drive.
Exactly.
We're a little bit closer than the last ones, but. And this is the opportunity right here to drive a nail through and end it. Ben Miller off the right side. Ben's going to get about one.
Ben Miller on the carry. Stop by Gibson
Yeah, it looks like
Carey.
a gain of 2 for Ben
2-yard
Miller.
gain on the play, second down and 8.
And as we get closer, maybe we'll see some younger guys get some time, right?
Yeah,
Couple of reps.
And, you know, we had this discussion, the part of our conversation that you didn't hear. Greg and I were talking about some of these younger, and not even younger, some of the junior running backs. I mean, these 3 get the majority of the carries, but it's not a full step down to the next 3. The next 3 are 1A.
Right.
You know, and you've got Malachi Davis, you've got Sean Jurgensen, you've got Baron Marinich, you've got Buell. I mean,
Yeah.
we are so deep at running back, and you know, you get those guys in the game, they're going to try to fight for some playing time on their own,
Of course.
you know, and they're going to run hard. So we've got an embarrassment of riches in our backfield. Yeah, they're all the same age. They're all juniors. Is Malachi a juniors?
No, Malachi's a senior.
Yeah, he's a senior, but the rest of them, the rest of the running backs, anyways, and you've got Elias Sonnenberg too. And we're gonna throw, and he's got a man wide open.
Get it, Troy.
Troy's got it down there at the 10-yard line. Troy Vandenberg, nice throw by Buell. That's a first down. And the 3 reserve running backs are jumping up and down and
Right.
going crazy right now because
Yeah.
this is an opportunity. They're going to see some field time now.
Yep. And that's just a great play call, right? You've been running all game. Use a little play
Well, that's
action.
been open. Both times they've thrown tonight, that was there, and
Yeah.
and the last time Buell just missed him. He was wide
Right.
open. Didn't miss him Goodell. This time he didn't miss him. That was a nice throw. Let him out there. It was a perfect play. PJ's going to stick one in here pretty soon. Let's go to Bryson. Nice hard. Nice hard running by Bryson. I think he was down. The referees, they're signaling down, but that doesn't lessen the hit that you take when you put the ball on the ground, though.
Right.
Yeah, that was a tough one, and looks like his shoe might have came off too. He's got equipment issues. The referee went in to check on him.
He took a pretty good hit, too. That was nice tackle by the defender.
So Gunnar Goodell brings the play in. Maybe it's this time we're going to call PJ's number. And it looks like we are. PJ running hard. He's going to get down to the 1. They're not going to put him in.
Wait.
Well, he's
the back judge
signaling
just put
something
both
in the
hands up.
background. But the side judges were pretty plain on that one that they weren't going to give it to him. I think power I, Mark.
Why not, right? Make him
Power
stop
I
you.
with PJ off the right side. Goodell. This is Bryson. We have a touchdown. That was Bryson, right? Yeah, Bryson Newell in for the touchdown. That's Bryson's first touchdown of the year.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Well, and it's nice, you get down inside here to give him a reward for some of the hard running that he's had this year, and some of the, he's playing fullback, so he's getting a lot of the blocking assignments. They're going to go for 2, try to bring this back up to a 40-point game or 41-point game. They're going to throw. He's open. Sonnenberg Oh, Lemaire, touchdown. Or two-point conversion. Whatever it is, it counts for the good guys. And even the announcer sounds dejected. We've demoralized the entire city of Sturgis.
Yes.
Yeah, there is no energy in the stadium right now at all. All 17 parents that made the trip down for Paw Paw are kind of sitting on their hands. Add in the 26 cheerleader parents that are here. Wine and Harvest Festival, it's hard to get a good traveling crowd on that night. In forever, yeah. Last time we didn't, we were down here. Yep.
Final score of the Wolverine Conference, Edwardsburg 28, Plainwell 0.
Eddie's up 28-0 on Plainwell. That may have been a final score.
It was a final. Yep.
Yeah, so let's take a look at some of the out-of-town scores while we bring that up. Kick is off. That's going to go out of bounds. So at the half, out of conference score, Constantine 8, Lawton 3. That's a surprising score all around. Vicksburg in the fourth quarter leads Otsego 28-20 in a battle of the Bulldogs. Three Rivers goes down tonight to Niles 56-8.
Wow.
Niles is flexing some muscles in the Wolverine. They're going to be one of the contenders, as are the Eddies and the Red Wolves.
I'm sure the Niles coach put up as many as he could.
28-0 is your score that we just heard for Edwardsburg Plainwell. And that's about all we have right now. Tanner Patrick, they're going to hand off. That's a good run. This is a big run. Bryson Newell's got an angle, and that's our only hope. Newell slows him up, but he cuts back, misses the tackle. And we missed another tackle, and I think that might go. Did that go for the touchdown, or did he step out of bounds over there?
Our guys were saying he stepped out.
I don't see a signal from. They're going to say it's first down. So Bryson had an angle on him, got over there, missed the tackle.
Yep. That was a really nice run, though. I mean, he had a couple of nice moves on some linebackers.
And just like that, our dreams of a running clock are in jeopardy. So Paw Paw calls a timeout. And those three reserve running backs are now not jumping up and down as much as they were.
Their chances just got dimmer.
Well, it's a shame because, and we talked about this a little bit at halftime, Mark. Speed kills in high school athletics, And sometimes this number 30 for Sturgis has only touched the ball 3 times tonight, and he's got close to 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, or would have been 2 touchdowns, and he stuck that one in. But, sometimes kids with speed can make a play.
Right.
And that's the danger. If you told me this game was 41-16 and potentially 41-24, I would tell you no possible way.
Right.
It's just not a chance that they scored that much the way this game's been played. But when you consider Paw Paw's got 2 drives over 9 minutes.
Right.
Handoff, and that's going to be short. Yep, that's a good standby. And, maybe I'm selling it a little bit early here because the Wolves got some pride on the line here, and they're gonna make a stand down here to the best of their ability.
Well, I think that was one of the reasons for the timeout, right, of just letting them know, hey, look.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
We can still hold them to a field goal.
And there were a couple of missed tackles, and that gets people upset.
Correct.
Patrick's in the gun. Going to hand off inside. It's going nowhere. So now the opposite of what we were talking about is true.
Third down.
There's a real opportunity for a goal line stand here. And that's a statement maker for the Red Wolves.
Absolutely.
They won't kick a field goal.
No, not a chance of a field goal at this point. They're going to put the ball in the air in these next two plays. They've had zero success in the short yardage running the ball like that.
Play action.
Oh, that was almost picked off.
Patrick's pass incomplete. Fourth down.
Lemaire again.
Going for the hat trick.
I think he'll probably say that he should have had that one, right? Looked like it hit him in the hands. It's going to be a tough catch, but I think he feels like he should have had that.
So this brings up, this is the fourth down stand right here.
They did it last week at Berrien Springs.
What do you guys think? What's the play call here? I'm giving it to 30 if it's me. Oh, that
Oh,
doesn't
no.
help. That's going to put him 8 inches closer. So that's going to move him 2 yards closer.
Yep.
Somebody coming in late. Well, they brought Buell in.
They're going to throw. Ball is out. No good. And that's going to turn it over on down. So with 3:35, this game was decided quite a long time ago. But that was a pride play for the Paw Paw defense right
Absolutely. That was great resiliency, right? You've given up that long run. They're
Yeah.
down at the 2-yard line, 1-yard line. Stuff them on a couple running plays.
there.
And then,
And I'm going to go back to a great timeout by Coach Stry there.
Yep.
Because even I had, looking at the dejected heads down and after that long run, I was already giving them the touchdown.
Right.
And, that timeout, knuckled them down, get them fired up again, get them
Yep.
focused, and it worked wonders, did exactly what it was supposed to do, make 4 plays, and all of a sudden, here we
Right.
come. And we may have some of those reserves in the game now. I can't see down there.
Yeah, Landon Buell's at the left.
Buell's in for sure.
I think he's got the ball. Gain a few.
So we're going to get a gain of 3 or 4. Call it 4.
and this is one of those situations where, Sturgis knows they're going to run it, right? So
Yeah.
there's nothing tricky about this, and it's just, can you get the push up front?
Well,
Can he
this
make a hole?
Yeah, this is one of those where those reserve backs are going to run hard because they want to show they can do this too.
Right.
When the defense is tired and they're fresh.
Yep.
This is the explosive play warning right here. This is Barron. That's going to be good for 4. That's going to take us down inside 2 minutes by the time they snap the ball. So Gunner's going to bring the play in. Should snap this ball with,
We got some clean jerseys on the line.
Right.
yeah, should snap this ball with just under 2 minutes. Goodell, hands off. I think that's Marinich again. Yep, that's good for a Red Wolves first down. See you guys. Also, always a good sign when your coaches are leaving the box with a minute or so to go in the game. So from the tee, Gunnar Goodell under center.
Not sure who the running back is.
Handoff to number
Looked like 11, Jurgensen.
Sean Jurgensen.
No gain on the play, second down.
Not a whole lot of room over there on the right side on that play.
So we got Sean on the left, Bannon on the right, and Gill must be.
Well, and again, you know, you hit it right on the head. This is 100% sellout for the run. So, you know, you've got 11 hats coming in there on defense. So
Yep.
you got to account for everybody.
This should be our last play.
So 44 seconds to go. They're taking their time up to the line. They still got 9, so they should run this down under 30 seconds or close. Oh, that's a false start.
Just took a knee.
We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, he did take a knee? Okay, so that's going to be it for the game here in Sturgis. So 41-6, Red Wolves. This is
41-16.
41-16.
Don't cheat 'em.
Sorry.
Don't cheat 'em, Brent.
Took 10 points away. You know, I don't know what the theme of this game would be other than pretty outstanding pass defense from Paw Paw, especially Nate Lemire.
Yeah.
You know, he had a great night, but so did, you know, I'm thinking back in my mind, Sonnenberg made a couple of nice plays. Baron Marinich made a couple of nice plays. Sean Jurgensen made a couple of nice plays. Fisher Edwards got in and broke up a couple. I mean, Bryson Newell broke up a pass. I mean, you look, we probably had 8 to 10 pass breakups over the course of the night, you know, so next week we are back in the comfy confines of Phelan Field. Who we play next week? Vicksburg next week. So see if we can get a score on that Vicksburg. That was a tight one. It was 28-20, and it wasn't a final yet. Otsego, let's see if we can. Yeah, they're still not showing it as a final up there, so have to check that one on the news tonight. But everyone back in Paw Paw, thanks for watching. We're going to sign off for Mark Linder, Greg Southworth. This is Brent McNitt signing off from Sturgis.